Hello everyone, welcome back to Forma Therapy. This is the Culture Study, and I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out 중독, aka Addicted, by PIXY. This is PIXY's second comeback. PIXY has been impressing and capturing many people's attention since their debut with Wings and their first comeback, Let Me Know, me included. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they got with 중독, aka Addicted. Before we get into the video, if you enjoy our content, if you want to help support us, consider visiting our Patreon. Over on our Patreon, we do listening parties. We've got bonus content like variety content, reality shows. We're checking out Loud and Girls Planet right now. We're doing like a horror-themed drama club. This time around, we're checking out horror movies this month over on our Patreon. So we're also doing Squid Games, Sweet Home, The Devil Judge. So if you want to check that out in the month of October, come join our Patreon. But of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. If you'd like to support us for free, consider just visiting the like button down below. That's an easy free visit. Let's go ahead and check out this video. This is 중독, aka Addicted, by PIXY, and this is your form of therapy. Whoa. 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 Dawn, I need to turn this up. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on? Whoa! Oh my god. Oh my god. That like almost like creepy chanting that they have, like that whisper chanting for that pre-chorus buildup is phenomenal. Oh my god, that shot was... Oh my god, what is going on? This was so wonderfully directed too. I don't know who the director for the music video for this one was, but oh my god, they did such a fantastic job.
red moon opens its eye. Now you're addicted.
What?
From now on, I'll be with you, and you'll be mine.
Wow. Oh my goodness. All right, real quick, let's look at production by Swisher. Interesting. I don't know if Swisher was the same music video team that worked on the previous two music videos. Wow. That was shocking. That was shocking. 중독, addicted. Wow. That was such a huge jump in production budget. That was such a huge jump in the quality of the music video. The music video was littered with such gripping visuals. Like, it had my attention the entire time. There was not a moment that I was bored. There was not a moment in both the music video and the song that my attention was just not overloaded with just, oh my God, wow, that was so good. I mean, third time's the charm, I suppose, right? You know, I talk about this a lot with rookie groups. Any group that just debuts, it's usually always the third time's the charm for me. I like to see a debut, but, you know, often the debut does not reflect always what the group's going to be like going forward. And, you know, that's not necessarily commentary on the group. It's more so a commentary on the studio or the company behind them and how they're going to be developing their sound and their direction. And so for me, I always talk about how the first comeback and the second comeback are the most important. Wings, that debut, as gripping as it was, as shocking as it was, I felt like, okay, there's room for improvement. And then not Wings, Let Me Know, they definitely improved. I thought, wow, this is really, really good, really, really good. But there was still that kind of greenness behind it. You know, there are some groups, unfortunately, who, if they come from smaller companies or if they come from companies that don't really have much notoriety, even companies like, not even like the main staples like Hybe or JYP or SM, you know, even like the more known companies like Cube or Yueha, Pledis, stuff like that, you know, those kind of companies, there's still a lot of backing behind it. And so based on the debut, you can get a kind of generally a good picture of like the quality that's going to stay with the group. But usually with smaller companies, it's not often that the quality keeps going up, unfortunately. But with PIXY, they did. Addicted is at that premium level. It is a premium music video that if I had not known anything about them, if you had told me that they were from one of the bigger labels, I could have absolutely believed you. A lot of small companies cannot pull that off. Most companies, when they debut, especially smaller companies, when they debut a new group, they're starting out in debt. They're starting out in the red. And usually smaller groups also cannot make enough money within like their first two comebacks to be able to afford to help them grow. But I don't know what happened with PIXY. I don't know if their company's just doubling down or if PIXY made some good money. But regardless of whatever the situation is, Addicted, music video-wise, wow, shot up. The song was also fantastic. I do need to listen to it again. I will say the music video was so good. I was kind of only watching the music video, but I was also shocked by the song. Standout moments for me, you know, the rapping. I'm gonna be honest. I'm suddenly not remembering Let Me Know. I don't remember if they did the high voiced rapping or if they. Oh, I know they definitely didn't do the low-voiced rapping, because if they did, that would definitely be embedded into my brain. But not many girl groups go for that low, very low, gravelly, like that. You know, BAP's Bang Yongguk or RM or like Felix, that low tone rapping. But like they forced this one, and I thought it was awesome. It was so well done. It's so different too. Let's go ahead and just check out this music video again, and we can do some live commentary on it. With that said, I'm also going to bump up this music. Even from this setup, I was already so intrigued. It reminded me a little bit of CIX's Jungle, but it's really the cleanness of this look, the way they fully captured the black, and the way it doesn't look cheap at all. Because if you think about the setup is actually relatively simple, what they have here. And you can quickly make this look really bad, but this looks fantastic. The cinematography, I think, really, really is beautiful in this music video. And the other two music videos, I can definitely say that the cinematography, they were both good music videos. Don't get me wrong, but the cinematography was not at this level. The cinematography definitely jumped. And that's a big play here. Like, it's not always about the music video set. It's not always about the items. Like, you can have cheap items. You can have like a cheap setup. You can have like the typical industrial look. Like, for example, if you remember like Stray Kids' God's Menu, there's like that portion of Felix outside when he's singing the 5-star Michelin line. But like, and it's like that typical outdoor setup. It looks a little like an industrial area, but it's the way it's shot, you know, it's the cinematography. Look at the cinematography here. Look at the lighting, you know, just going for the more dramatic lighting as opposed to something like Let Me Know, where it was just a lot more, I would say, bright and more more video. Like, this is closer to a cinematic approach than it is to a video approach. Like, let me pull up Let Me Know, and we can, let me give you like a direct example. All right, so if you take a look at the lighting here in the Let Me Know video, there's just a lot more, right? You're seeing a lot more. If you look at it, it looks more digital. It looks more like video. And mind you, there's nothing wrong with that. This song also has a brighter sound in general compared to Wings and I'm forgetting the title of their most recent song, Addicted. It's fitting for the aesthetic of this music video, right? Because this music video, if you listen to the sound, yeah, it's a bit of a brighter sound. But even here, like, they're shooting against a blank white backdrop. Like, you know, no matter how bright a song, you don't shoot in a blank white backdrop unless really you're tight for budget. So then if we switch over, all right, so we switch back over to Addicted, you can already see the vast differences, right? The darker lighting, but also just like the hot lighting here with like the blooming that you're seeing off the lighting right here, that blooming effect, it gives it more of a dreamy but cinematic look. That's already doing so much for this video. And if you look at the difference between like this set, like the previous set, like, so this set and the previous set in the Let Me Know video that we just saw, kind of very similar, but like the difference is like for them, they lit the entire background in Let Me Know, and they also had a big gigantic backlight right here, so it made everything look really, really, really bright. But the song itself is also darker. If you listen to those like kind of synths, it sounds much more serious, right? And then you see like making everything else dark, and then they've got basically, it looks like probably an overhead giant circular light, so it's acting as like a soft spotlight over them, which also gives them much more of a dramatic look. Oh, also the way they start off that song, so immediately grabs your ear's attention. Hold on, can we see that cut real quick? Wow. Wow, okay. Wow, so they just start on an extreme close-up and they're pulling out. That I mean, usually you can pull that with, you can pull off that move in editing with like just like cutting in like zoomed in shots, but holy moly, they actually did that practically, which I care for that a lot more. Also, I'm no vocal coach, but I also think they're just like singing in a key that is lower for typical girl groups in general. Like, listen to like na 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 na. Oh my gosh. And that is a great shakeup. I mean, a lot of girl group songs nowadays in K-pop, they have the obligatory rap section. I mean, you know, that's been a staple for a long time, right? All like harkening back all the way to like Wonder Girls' Tell Me. You know, girl group songs having like that rap section. You know, it used to be just like the bridge. Now it's like kind of like more complexly littered throughout the song, but they always I think especially with Momoland's Boom Boom, they were like, oh, okay, now we got to have like this suddenly like transformative hip hop trap section, you know, like something to shake up the song. And yeah, that works, but then so many groups were just copying that. And mind you, that's not the group's fault. It's just lazy songwriters being like, oh, that's the trend. Like, you know, I'm not a songwriter, so, you know, maybe my criticisms are a little harsh when I say that I find that to be lazy, but I find that to be lazy. If every group is out there, like, it's like, oh, it's like a fun pop song, and then all of a sudden you throw in a trap beat, and it's like, oh, I mean, okay. And then, like, they're always doing, like, the typical trap flow, too, rather than the rapper kind of finding their own flow and their own style. But here, her flow is unique. She has her own flow. It's different. It's unique. And it's like that, you know, hip hop rap section, but it sounds different. I also love how these walls are like closing in on her. Like they talk about the mirdang of pulling back and forth, and slowly you're drawing me towards you, and then like the walls are closing in on her. That's interesting. That's dope. That's dope. Again, they didn't trick this for the camera too. So that means this hallway is that wide. And so they built this hallway, but they also had to build this hallway so that they could physically push it in, because she's like, you know, you can physically see that there's this much space, but then also in certain scenes you can see that the hallways are tighter. So even from set building, I mean, they had to pre-plan out this music video down to the walls being pushed in. Wow, just look at the careful, amazing. Wow, the way they fade in the shot and they make sure she holds the match outside of camera view and bring it in when the fade happens. Wow, how do they pull off that candle shot? They make it look like the candle is being turned on. Wow. Wow, how did they do this? What? Hold on. Oh, you know what? It's probably reversed. It's probably a reverse shot where they blew out the candle one by one and then they just reversed it. Wow. Also, wow, this shot. Wow. Again, I'm telling you, the cinematography is unbelievable, this music video. But this shot of like these dancers or these actors, I don't know if they're dancers or actors, I'm assuming they're dancers, crawling up, and they're like, if you know, the whole song is called Addicted, and you know, they're talking about becoming addicted or being drawn towards them and they can't help it. Like, they're literally visualizing that. They didn't have to add the dancers doing this, but they're like, hey, you know what would be cool? Like, the creativity is popping off too. If they had just this member sitting on top of like this pedestal, it could have still worked. But adding in these dancers and adding like this creepier element to it, and then they're adding like this this after image effect. This after image effect of you seeing like them like trailing behind like that, like it's showing also like kind of like that drunk type of feeling you get when you're addicted to something. Wow. The video team did such a phenomenal job with this music video. This build-up is insane. This build-up is insane. Also, I'm also not a professional dancer, but from my perspective of just watching a lot of girl group music videos, I also think this might be like one of the few groups. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong. But there's definitely not a lot, but they are definitely a group where I feel like, holy crap, they're doing not a girl crush concept. They're just doing like a badass concept, and they're actually doing choreography that I feel like boy groups would be doing, rather than just like doing the girl crush thing and doing like typical like girl crush, like power moves. And like, that's it. You know, and I'm not talking about like the crazy theatrical stuff that kind of like Everglow does. Everglow, I feel like that is like a very different type of choreography. But this, like, if you look at certain moves, just like if you look at like the sharp, like this kind of stuff, and like the way they're moving here. Like this. I feel like I really have only seen this in either boy group dances or watching girl groups cover boy group dances. This is that's so satisfying to watch. Ba, 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 and then they slide down. I have got to see live stages for this. I really want to see them perform this on the weekend music show stages, because I think they really did a fantastic job with this comeback, both pushing themselves like musically. Musically, this is so different from Let Me Know and Wings, and yet it doesn't feel like they're genre hopping, and they're just costume changing. It does feel like within the like lane in which they've built since their debut. So that's still in line. But then the music video, the cinematography stepped up, and so did their dancing, so did their choreography. They really challenged and pushed themselves, and I think the results really show. Yeah, even that move. I feel like I've definitely seen a boy group do this move, this move. I've definitely seen that. Wow. Oh, this pre-chorus is insane. It's insane. Oh my God. God, I'm sorry. When it cuts to her, it's just the imagery it's so shocking. Now, this is the part where they're not, I believe, pulling out. Practically, this is definitely, I think, this was done in editing. Let's see. Yeah. But still, looks dope. Holy shit. I love the choreography for this so much. Oh, was that in the first chorus? The trigger sound? I must have missed it. I also think, even if I did miss it, it's the camera work. It's the editing that really kind of makes you focus on that part of the song. It's so dope. I want to see that again. Ooh! Also, that's so creepy. Like, you know, like the whole like white marble with like the black stuff in it. Like, that's like kind of like a trendy thing. They took that concept and they made it red, and it looks like it's bloodstained, and that's creepy, and I love it. Okay, I don't know if this is just for the music video or if this is also in the song, but when she gets pulled through, I'm going to just call it a portal. I think they transitioned that part of the song where there's a boom, like wow, this song is also so well made. Holy crap, this is such a well-made song. It's got so much impact. Like I think first of all, I think the biggest credit has to go to the songwriters. I think the songwriters made a really good, masterful song. It starts there because if it was a bad song, the video team would not have this good of a song to work with to make such a dope video. If you look at this transition when she goes through this wall right here, like that scene only exists because the song demands it, right? And so I think the songwriters are there, they get the most credit for, you guys are the ones, like, because you made a song this amazing, everything else is allowed to be amazing as well, like the video. And then, you know, props to the video team who really fully realized this song, really emphasized all the strong impact moments in such shocking ways too. We have more to see. And then the dance team. Wow. Wow. Boom. That powerful cut. All the LEDs are red, so it gives you like a much more dramatic scene. There's no other really light. She's got an under key light right here. Right in front of her right here. There's one like on the bottom. Besides that, just so that she doesn't look completely in the dark. But besides that, there's really nothing else. And so it's a very shocking imagery. The lightning goes through it. And then you've got, so this is something that I wish a lot more songs would do, especially like in impactful moments. And then songs don't, probably because sometimes they don't have the singers that could hit it, but they have a singer that can hit it. The high note, the screaming in the background, the only thing is, I wish in the mix they had brought up the song a bit more. Is that supposed to be a moth or a butterfly? Wow! They've got to release a performance video for this, right? Right?
The red moon opens its eye. Now
I'll be honest, wow, even just like that, the title coming up and then transitioning to this, that looked super dope. Wow. I'm in utter shock. I gotta give props to PIXY. I gotta give props to Jungdok. This is an incredible song. This is an incredible music video. I hope PIXY is crazy proud of themselves, more so than whatever they're feeling right now, because I say this as an objective surveyor who just watches like so many music videos coming out. This is one of my favorite girl group music videos of this year. It is so well done, and this is one of my favorite comebacks. And I mean that in the terms of in relation to others, like career building, you know, like most people just like listen to songs and whatever, and then, or just watch the comebacks and stuff like that. But I also like just study the comebacks. I see like what changed, what got better, what did they improve. And I have not seen a group that has just kept like improving and then gets so clean so quickly from a label that I'm not that familiar with either. Because again, if you're from a big label, you usually start out strong and then you just always go strong. You always go strong, right? Like, for example, like PIXY, they debuted strong, high budget, blah, blah, blah. And then every music video is always like that, right? Because they've got the money. They've got the label's support for it. But smaller labels don't necessarily always have that kind of luxury. They don't have that kind of money. They don't have that kind of training. And so groups sometimes just have to figure it out and have to improve. And PIXY They nailed the vocal department. They nailed the rapping department. The music was incredible. The dancing was addictive to watch. It was mesmerizing, and I really want to see the live stages for it. Like that, when you see choreography like that, choreography in a music video that makes you go, holy crap, I need to see the studio chum, the live stage performances, the dingo music performances, like the performance videos, I gotta see that, or like the dance practices. When you have choreography like that, you know it's fantastic choreography. And I don't know if I mentioned the music video again, but yeah, the music video as well. So PIXY did an incredible job. Jungdok Addicted, 10 out of 10. An amazing comeback. This is one of the best of this year for me personally. But yeah, I freaking loved it. And so that's going to wrap it up for me here. That's my reaction and review of PIXY's Jungdok, aka Addicted. Guys, let me know in the comments, what did you think about PIXY's Addicted? Shout out to the people who also let me know that this was out, because this was not on my radar at all. I know I wanted to see PIXY's comeback, but you know, YouTube did not suggest it to me. Usually if there's a new comeback, YouTube always, the algorithm usually always suggests it to me. Even when people told me that it was out, even when I look up PIXY, it didn't come up for me right away. Like, I don't know, it was strange. But so shout out to the people who did let me know that this was out. This was, wow, I appreciate you all. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, if you would like to support this channel, if you like our endeavors, everything we do on this YouTube channel is for free. We don't make money doing these videos. These are all copyrighted, so all the money goes to the distribution labels. So if you would like to help keep the lights on, help us continue to keep doing this and spread the wealth and culture of K-pop, consider visiting our Patreon. If you go to our Patreon, not only would you be supporting the channel for as little as $2 a month, you're going to get access to our live streams where we do and take live requests. We also do listening parties. Those are exclusive to our live streams. You can also check out our archive of a whole bunch of videos that we have uploaded. We have thousands, literally thousands of videos on our channel. On our Patreon. And also, if you want to just upgrade your membership by just a little bit more, we also do variety reactions. We check out reality shows, competition shows, dramas. As I mentioned at the top of the video, we're doing horror themed dramas, which is appropriate for October. So if you want to check that out with us, you can join us. But of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you can't, or you just don't want to. Simple, quick, free, easy ways to help us out. Hit the like button down there while you're here on this YouTube video. Hitting the like button is not that difficult. It's free, and it would truly help us out. It would also help spread this video and help people get to know PIXY as well. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe over here, make sure to hit the notification bell as well to be notified when we upload new videos. Go ahead and check out our other videos over here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.